You can ask your questions.
Okay. Sir, in that diagram, where we have that core switch where the devices are connected, all the controllers.
Mm-hmm.
So, sir, in real environment, is there any WAN device that that is in the WAN side to connect it to the all other branches, or we can do it with a core switch only?
No, actually, in productions, what happen? Whenever you have the productions devices, you can connect via the switches because you cannot directly terminate the circuits on the your virtual devices, right? Because these controller are going to be virtual devices. So if
Yes.
you
Yes.
want to make the WAN connectivity, you require some physical devices. So it's not necessary you always going to require the switches, but you can use some sort of the like even servers where you can terminate the circuits. The server also have the multiple NIC cards. So by using those NIC card, even you can do that without
Okay.
any issues.
So we are using the switch for the LAN for the interconnectivity between the controllers, but how will the traffic will go outside? Like how it will interact? How it will interact with the SD-WAN fabric? So we have to put a WAN device, na?
I'm going to explain that only today. So
Okay.
see, one place is going to be your controller, and this is the place. This is the place where you're going to bring your all brains. The brain are going to sit here,
Right.
but you must have to do some sort of the connectivity where your branches will communicate with the brain. All branches will communicate with the brain with a different transport. If they are not going to communicate with the brains, how they are going to form the decisions?
Yes.
Routing decisions, like policy decisions, any configuration you're configuring on this particular location, how it is going to push to the end devices. So to achieve that requirement, we have to use the transport. And this is the transport which I'm going to configure today. This could be the INET, that could be the public internet, or might be the business internet, or any
Yes, sir.
LTE circuit, could be anything, or
That
there is
I
the
got it.
MPLS circuit. You have
That
to
that I got it, sir. I just want to ask uh, how will this uh, from the
please go
WAN
ahead.
from this switch, we must have some WAN device. Na? Like we have to connect another VH so that it can have connectivity with the SD-WAN fabric.
So there are Pratik multiple tunnels. One tunnel is going to build from this controller to the WAN edge devices. This is the one tunnel, okay? And I hope you clear why this tunnel is going to be
ये
required.
सर ये मुझे समझ में आ गया। मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि जैसे स्विच की जगह पे हमारे पास कोई वैन वैन एज होना चाहिए ना, जो हमारा जिस पे आके हमारे जो टर्मिनेट होंगे ये सारा ट्रांसपोर्ट हमारा।
So this is the acting as a WAN edge only, na? This switch is acting as a WAN edge only.
ओके, यही पूछना था सर, मेरे को ये
This switch
कंफ्यूजन
is
है।
only acting as a WAN edge, which is giving as a like last mile connectivity for your transport.
ठीक है, ठीक है,
Okay.
गॉट इट सर।
All right. So let's start. Any questions, guys, from yesterday sessions? Anyone
Sir,
have?
can I ask one question, sir?
Yes, please ask.
Sir, we need to install that controllers in server, sir. We need to create VM, then we have to install that operating system, sir.
Yes, means you want to install the control on the server. So first, as I discussed in the even the previous sessions, you require the VM, virtual machine,
Yes.
any physical server. And there are two methods. You can direct import your OVA files, and that is going to be live. And another method, you can just have the QCOW file, and you're just trying to build in the any kind of the EVNG hypervisor, PNet hypervisor, any other hypervisor, or KVM servers that can be also doable. So both
Okay.
is available. Okay.
Okay. Sir.
Okay. Any other questions, guys, or shall we proceed? Okay. So let's start without any further delay. So what do we have to do that? We have to make the underlay connectivity from the controller to the branches. So we can onboard the branches. And first we are going to target the branch going to be onboarded via the public internet.
तो
This,
सॉरी फॉर बार्जिंग सर, एक क्वेश्चन और है मेरा।
yes, please, Pratik.
सर जैसे ये हमने कनेक्टिविटी की है जो मतलब स्विच के साथ, और हमारा एक ही सारा ब्रॉडकास्ट डोमेन है जो कंट्रोलर का हमारा वैन साइड है।
Mm-hmm.
तो इसमें सर ये जो है हम इसी तरीके से करते हैं, मतलब यहाँ पे जैसे /29 का मैं आईएसपी से सबनेट ले लेता हूँ और ये यहाँ पे पब्लिक आईपी कॉन्फ़िगर करते हैं, तो ये ऐसी प्रोडक्शन में भी
यस
ऐसे ही
यस,
चलता है।
ऐसे ही होता है। इफ यू गो इन प्रोडक्शन एनवायरनमेंट, इट्स हैपन जैसे मैंने किया है, ऐसे डिप्लॉय करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि कंट्रोलर
ठीक
एक ही जगह पे होंगे और सबके सबनेट हम अलग अलग नहीं डालेंगे। सो इट्स
ठीक है।
लाइक,
और ये सर एक मतलब ये पब्लिक आईपी होगा ये?
it's going to be public IP because the controller going to be reachable now from remote locations. If you're not
ठीक है
going to
सर।
public IP, then you have to do the NAT and all.
ठीक है, राइट सर, गॉट इट।
ठीक है?
थैंक यू सर।
So now we have to build the underlay connectivity. So underlay connectivity, first we required whatever the IP I'm going to configure in this WAN circuits on the VH3, VH4, or VH5 doesn't have the public internets, only we have the MPLS, but this site also we have the public internet. This side also we have the public internet. So whenever you want to bring this connectivity, first you require the underlay connectivity. That is a prerequisite. So that's underlay already we discussed. The basic reachability means you have the cabling and you have the reachability to the all controller. Once you have the underlay reachability, then only you can going to form the overlay connectivity. So let me start doing the underlay connectivity. So very first thing, I'll go on the switch. Let me start this vManage as well. Hold on, I believe. Let me try it. Yeah, now it's fine. So I'll go here and I'll go the vBond as well. vSmart as well. This DC switch as well. And I'll just make this a little bit bigger front side and the root C as well. This is going to be root CA. And this is my iNet router, which doesn't have any configurations. Okay, and this is going to be my VH router. Okay, and let me open this MPLS as well because it's also going to be boot.
I have one question.
Yes, Jawad.
Still we will use the Tala edges because in production now we are using the WAN like Cisco
Yeah,
routers.
as I mentioned that this devices, if you have in company, this is going to be still there, but new deployment, the Cisco is recommending 8,000 Vs in a virtual and Catalyst edges. The Viptela is going to be end of life very soon, but concept is going to be same because I'll go and tell the how CSR is going to be deployed later on. This CSR will be on board, so process is going to be same, but you should know the entire things.
Because I am asking, I can see in the provided configuration there are WAN edges configuration also available you are provided. So instead for the good practice, we cannot use the WAN edges.
Yeah, we are using the WAN edges, no? Both flavor we have. Here is the C edge, is the WAN edge. The same thing. Jawad, you can see. This is C edge, no? So this is going to act as a WAN edge. It's a 1,000 V router. So though you are going to do the configuration for 8,000 or 1,000.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll do that configuration later on. I'll explain everything, okay?
Okay, sure. Thank you.
That's why here is the, you can just put it as the WAN edge instead of the C edge. If you want, you can put like name as a WAN edge. The same meaning. So this is going to be act as your advantage. That's all. Name is going to be its CLI configuration, onboarding process, template, everything is going to be same. So you have the both flavor. It's not only Viptela, but Viptela is still using by the most of the customers. It's still not
Okay.
decommissions, so we have to cover. And also even for the if you go for the official certifications, they are going to talk about the like WAN edges and all. So you probably get from if you're going planning for the SDWAN exam, they go for that particular certifications as well. Give me 1 second. And, let me go there. So very first thing, the switch. This switch have this IP address, and means we have the one of the interface. On that interface, you just have to configure the IP address. That is the 192.1.20.1 or 2. So what I'll do that, you can see every segment, whatever segment we have, every segments we have the certain IP address. This series of IP address, this series of the IP address. So if I want to build the basic connectivity, I need to configure IP address here and here. This P2P is going to be reachable. I need to configure IP here and here. This P2P is going to be reachable. So this is going to be reachable. This is going to be reachable. And similarly, for MPLS also, I have a different subnet, and this P2P is going to be reachable. 192.31.20 dot something. And here also we have this switchability. So we have to configure P2P first. Once we have the P2P, we have to make the routing so that this subnet can reach to this IP, and then further it can reach to these all 4 IP address, which is configured. So they can build end-to-end underlay connectivity. And once we have the underlay connectivity, then we have to do the certification part. Likewise, we have done the controller, and then we have to generate the CSR, and we get the granted certificate from the root CA. Then we have to install, then we have to configure the 5 tuples, and then it is going to finally onboarded this particular VH via the INET transport, public internet transport. So let me start doing that all. So here I'll go here, show IP interface brief. And you just go here config T. And this is my interface gig 0 by 1. So I'll go interface gig 0 by 1 by 1 by 0, not 0 by 1. IP address. This IP address command is not taking because this is a layer 2 port. So IP address is not going to be supported. So first you have to make this interface as a layer 3. So you have to run command no switch port. Then this, because by default switches have the layer 2 port. So make this as a layer 3, you have to run the command no switch port. And then you configure IP address and it will take the IP address. And I want to give the IP address 192.168. 192.1.20.2 here, and 1 is going to be there. So I will go here 192.1.20.2, and that's all. Right. Okay. Now I'll go on the INET router. First time that is going to be INET, and do show IP interface brief. And interface is going to be gig 0 by 1, IP address 192.1.20.1. Every segment, whatever the LAN means IP segment we have, always .1 we are going to configure on the INET router side. And whatever the .2 we configure here, I will configure because VH3, so .3 I'm going to configure from this segment. And for this VH4, I will configure .4 here on G 0 by 0. So I will do this one. And this is going to be 0 and no shit. So I will try to ping first. Whether my switch IP is reachable or not. .2. So we'll make sure the point we have reachability. We are good till here. I'll do right. Another interface I'll configure that gig 0 by 0 because we have to bring this point-to-point circuit as well. So I will go here. So I will go here gig 0 by 0, and here IP is going to be 192.1.3.1. Okay, and I'll put no shut. That's done. And now I'll go in the VH3. VH3 again, it's a blank router, no configuration, so password. And then I change the password again. I'll put the admin. So password is going to be changed. And you check here, show interface, pipe include tab. There's no configurations. All configuration is blank. There's no IP assigned on the interfaces. You can see here, no IP assigned. So we have to assign the IP address on the interface gig 0 by 0, G 0 by 0. This is the interface. So how I can assign IP address? Anyone suggest me?
Go to VPN 0, sir.
VPN 0.
Yes, yes. So I have to go VPN 0. I cannot assign direct IP address in the interface. So G 0 by 0. And then I'll go and assign the IP address 192 that 1.3.3. So 1.3.3/24. You can directly give this IP address. And very important, once you assign the IP address, few parameters you have to configure. No shut, that is definitely going to be required to make sure your interface is up and working. And after that, you have to allow this command, turn interface. That is the one thing. After allowing a turn interface, you have to run the command allow services all. Why? Because we know that by default, if you're not going to allow services all, certain services like ICMP, BGP, DNS, HTTP is not might be going to be allowed. Some is going to be allowed, some might not be going to be allowed. So it is going to be important to allow services all. After that, because this is going to also build the IPsec tunnel. This is also going to build the IPsec tunnel. So we have to run a command encapsulation. There is two methods. You can build the GRE tunnel on this transport, or you can build the IPsec. GRE is going to be non-secure. GRE is going to be non-secure, so we are not going to recommend GRE. You can build the GRE if you are going to build the tunnel with the Zscaler, Prisma Access, or GRE over IPsec, then it is going to possible, but we are going to build the pure IPsec tunnel. So the encapsulation is going to be your IPsec. So you have to put this command as well, encapsulation IPsec, and you can put the preference, TLOG preference, but we'll see later on how it is going to happen, but I'll just enter. After that, the most important, whenever you are going to define any kind of the transport, you have to give the color. You have to give the color. So what is the color? Might be it is going to ask uh, during any interview process. And also it's very important you should know when you're building the SD-WAN, color is going to play a very significant role for any WAN transport configurations. So you see, we have the colors, that's the 3G, beach internet, blue, bronze, custom 1, custom 2, custom 3, default, gold, green, LTE, Metro Ethernet, MPLS, public internet. We have red, silver, private 1, private 2, private 3, private 4, private 5, and private 6. So these are the color. If you are not going to define any color, right, you are going to, Hemant is asking, what asking? Can we run allow services? No, you cannot run in global mode. You have to go in the interface mode only. So if you have the WAN connections, let's suppose this is the router. WAN is 01. This might be have the multiple links is going to be terminated. One link is coming might be AT&T. One is coming from the Verizon. One is coming from the Airtel. And one is coming from the Jio. So you have the 4 links here. And all 4 links, you should define the unique color. This could be your one color. Any name you have to give, unique name. So this could be your might be MPLS, but you cannot put again MPLS color to any other link. No. If you define the MPLS, this should be the single color on the single router for the single transport. Single color, single router for the single transport. If you are not defining any color on this interface, it will by default take a default color. This one. If you are not defining any color, it will take a single color that is the default. Okay. So if you are not defining any color on the single interface and you're going to configure another interface and you're not going to define any specific color, this interface will not allow to complete the configuration. You must have to, because default taken by one interface. So you cannot go and say I can complete the configurations without defining this default one. Please mute, guys. Right. So you must have to even go and configure like a different color, public internet. This is going to be there. And then third one, the last one, even you want to do that, you can just go for the any kind of the blue color or green color or private colors, anything you have to take. But color is one of the identifications. Let me show you from here. If you go here and go down a little bit. See, so this color means control plane tag used for the IP sectoral establishment logic. So it is just for the tagging for the any WAN transport, so they can build the IP signal. They will establish the like T-lock. T-lock is something transport locator, and this T-lock having three important parameters, three tuples, that is going to be color, encapsulation, and the system IP address. So if I go for a T-lock, means you always going to form a T-lock. That is a transport locator. And this T-lock is going to be have a three tuples. That is going to be first is encapsulations. What kind of the encapsulation you're going to use, and the system IP, and then last is the color. So these three parameters is going to be used. So if you go even search, so you're going to find the same definition. So you are going to be get in SD-WAN, TLOC stand for transport locator and serve as a unique identifier for the specific tunnel connection point. And this is going to be combination of the system IP, color, and encapsulations. Device system IP, color, and also it is going to mention the encapsulation. Three tuples is going to be there. So here you might be go system, TLOC, three tuples, system, color, and the encapsulation. So every transport, whatever transport you have, that must be have the unique identifications. And that's why color should be always unique. Your color should be always unique. Means taking this another examples. Let me clear this. I have a this router R1. This R1 is connected with the MPLS. This is also connected with the internet. This is my R2. This is also connected with this. So when you're going to configure the interface, you have to be the router having a system IP address. Every router is having the system IP address. Pushpendra, please mute yourself. This also having the system IP address. Could be like 1.1.1.1. This is 2.2.2.2. So when you're going to define the colors, you cannot make the two link as a same color. It could be used color, might be the MPLS, or you can use the any other colors, whatever the list we have, even the private one, private two, but could not be the same. But here I can take as the MPLS one color, and here I can take as a public internet. or business internet. Here also you can take the MPLS one color, and here you can take as the public internet. So there are two tuples here. If I talk about TLOC, transport locator, it is going to cover three tuples to make the unique transport. So if I just combine the two tuples, like by default, we configure every transport encapsulation as a IPsec. Here IPsec, here also IPsec, here also IPsec, here also IPsec. So these two tuples, if I can comparing these two transport, system IP plus encapsulation, these are going to be same for this transport, for this transport, for this transport, for this router point of view. These two are going to be same. But what is going to make a unique? That is going to make a unique as a color. So one color is going to be your public internet and one is going to be your MPLS. So now these locations, we have the two TLOCs. This is going to be TLOC 1 and this is going to be TLOC 2. Similarly, here it is going to be TLOC 1 and it is going to be TLOC 2 and it is going to be unique TLOC. So TLOC is nothing. It is going to be always used. It's referred as a transport locator. And this TLOC is going to act as a next hop of any route. Next hop of any routes. Similar to the BGP. Similar to BGP protocol. Means in BGP, if you're going to configure, you must have to give the next hop reachability. Means whatever the route you're receiving, they have the next hop reachability. So in the same fashion, if any route you're receiving, let's suppose this site have a route. Take an example, this site have a route 10.10.10.10/24. Whenever it is going to receive a routing table, let's suppose both transport is receiving this subnet. So one is going to be received 10.10.10.0/24. Okay, and this is going to be come as a TLOC 1. Okay. Similar, this also going to receive from this way also. So another route is going to be 10.10.0/24 and this is going to be TLOC 2. I will show you later on. But which path it will reply once the routing is there. So will it going to send via this path as a return traffic or via this path or both? It is up to you how you want to do the preference of the routing. If you are not doing anything, by default, it will do the ECMP, equal cost multiple path. All right. So we'll do the discussion is all, but I hope you guys understand the TLOC definition.
Sir, I have one question, sir.
Give me 1 second. So you can see transport locator, attachment point, and the next hop of the route attributes, similar to the BGP. And this is the TLOC. So you can see what TLOC does. It's identify the WAN connections. Each TLOC acts as a unique address for the specific WAN link connected to the SD-WAN devices. Facilitate routing. TLOC are used by the SD-WAN controller, direct traffic across the most appropriate available WAN links, such as the MPLS broadband on the LTE or public internet. Classify transport types, whether it's the public internet MPLS, support redundancy, and TLOC is going to be 3 attributes. Yes, so I hope you guys understand. Now ask your questions.
Sir, in my company, R1 configured with MPLS and R2 configured with Internet ISPs. In between R1 R2, they configured a TLOC interface, sir. So is this TLOC interface only for backups, sir? When MPLS is down,
No,
R1
no,
should not reachable.
no, it's not a backup. It's going to be run as active in SD-WAN. If you're going to use SD-WAN's deployment, always all transport should be used, else there is no benefits, right, to using the SD-WAN. So you can use the legacy WAN, na? Why you are going to upgrade your network? So whenever go and make a design, good design is use your resources optimally, right? Means optimum resource utilization must be there. So that's why whatever circuits you have to make sure that circuits are going to be fully utilized for a different purpose. So it is going to be active case. Even you want to use the active passive, it is possible you can do that, but that's not recommended. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Okay, sir.
All right. So yes, Pratik.
Sir, if we don't use any policy, like any preference, so by default it will be ECMP.
Yes, by default it's going to be CMP. I'll show you later. Once we on board, I'll show you.
This will be like per packet or like per destination?
Per packet, per flow.
Per flow.
Yes.
Okay.
So if I go here now and if I want to define the color, so I want to make sure this transport, this link is going to act as a public internet, the upper one. So for that, basically, I will go and create the color as a public internet. Okay, there is a one more command, restrict. I will discuss later. What is meaning of restrict? And if you run the command show configuration, so this is the configuration I have done. 4 line means I'll make the interface no shut, this tunnel interface, color public interface, allow services all, right? And make the commit. And end. And now if you go and show run VPN 0 configuration, if you're doing that, you'll see this interface have the IP address, the tunnel interface, encapsulations, allow services all. And if I try to ping the peer IP address, if I'm trying to do the ping this IP address, which VPN by default is going to take? Which VPN?
VPN 0, sir.
0.
So if I'm not mentioning any VPN, by default, it is going to give the VPN 0, see, and it is reachable. So we have the reachability. So what we achieved till now? We understand this point to this point connectivity is fine. Okay. This point to this point connectivity is fine, but we have to achieve the connectivity from this point to this point. So this is the public internet. So we are going to use the static routing. Right? So static routing, I'll put one of the default route here. This default route is going to point the connectivity toward the iNet. After iNet, I need to reach this particular subnet. So I will put one of the static route 123.10.10.0/24. Next stop is going to be this one. So my traffic is going to be reach to destination. But still I will not able to ping because I also require the reverse routing. So these all controllers should have the default route pointing toward this gateway. Okay. And this switch also have one of the default route pointing to this iNet. Make sense, guys? So pure static routing end to end to form the underlay connectivity. So let me do that. So if I want to do from the this, if you ping here to controller, it is not pingable right now. Let me show you. Even DC is not reachable because there is no route. It's unreachable. So I will first go and go in the VPN 0. If you are giving the any kind of the configuration static route, it is going to come under the VPN 0 and put IP route 0.0.0, right? And the next hop is going to be 192.1.3.1 and commit. Done. And now if you check it here, show IP route, you're going to get one static entry. Next hop is this one. So if you try to ping now, it will try to ping, and but it's showing the unreachable because the packet is reaching to my this router. But this doesn't have this 123 subnet informations. So I need to put one static route pointing toward this is switch. So let me go here.
In VH, don't we have to use VPN 15 and writing route towards the WAN?
The VPN 512 you're talking, right?
Yeah, 512. Yes, yes.
We don't require. If you want, you can do that for the management purpose, but here we are in the lab, so not required because we can directly take the CLISX and even we can take the remote access via the WAN circuits.
No,
But
no.
you want to
Static route which you wrote now in VH, that usually do we in VPN 0 or 512?
no, this is the WAN connectivity.
Yes.
connectivity is always going to happen via the VPN 0. Okay. So this we are making for the WAN connectivity. You are looking for the remote reachability.
Okay.
Here 512 is just management. You want to log in the router via the management VPN IP address. So that is a different configuration.
Okay. Okay.
Likewise, you can create the loopback interface. You're creating a loopback interface. You want to log in your router by the loopback, not WAN IP address. So you create the loopback interface, you advertise loopback under your BGP or statically or ISP network. Then you can remotely access from your SSH servers or jump host. Got it? So
Yeah. Yeah.
if I want to take the remote access, I need to configure VPN 5.1 through that. But right now I'm building the WAN connectivity.
Okay. Understood.
So
Thanks.
here I will configure IP route, and this is my controller subnet. 0 and next hop is going to be 192.1.20.2. This is configured 20.2 here. So I will go here and put it this way. Done. Still I will ping. It is not going to ping. Let me show you. It is trying, but it's not pinging. Why? Even I'll try to ping this .1, it is not pinging. Because we not have the reverse route. If you'll see on the DC switch, the packet is coming. Let me show you. The ping packet is coming. Debug ICMP. It's not supporting debug packet. Okay, leave it. But the packet must be coming. Debug is not supporting this switch, but it is coming. Once I'll just configure the reverse route, like IP route here, 0.0.0.0.0, and this is going to be 192.1.20.1. You will see this start pinging now. See, the ping is start happening. So my connectivity is fine underlay till DC switch, but still my controller are not going to be reachable. Let me show you. Because the packet is going to reach the controller, but controller doesn't have the reverse route. So that's why yesterday I was talking, we need to put this reverse route for every controllers. And I need to go here and put it under VPN 0. So I'll go in the config tree, VPN 0, and I'll put it here, commit. The moment I will do, you'll see this also start pinging. See, it is just start pinging. But if I just try for the 11, it is not pinging. What is 11? This V1. See, I'll go in the V1 again, config, VPN 0, and I will do that and commit. It is also start pinging. Let me show you. So this is also a start pinging. Now, if you go for the 12, the vSmart, it start pinging. So under the vSmart also, go to VPN 0 and just do that same thing because this is the DC switch. And this will also start pinging. That's fine. Now the last thing we have. Last thing we have to put the reward route for the control, means this root C as well, because we require the reachability for the root C as well. So 13 is not reachable. So I will go on my root CA, and because this is normal Cisco router, so I will go here, config T and IP route 0.0.0.0 123.10.10.10.1 and do right. You'll see this is also start pinging. So we have the underlay reachability from this VH to this controller. So once we have the underlay reachability, what we have to do that? We have to form the overlay connectivity because there is no control connections. You see here, if I run the command show control connections, nothing we have. Let me do one thing. I'll take this router GUI access. Give me 1 second. That from my browser because I'm the LAN. So I will connect this network. Oh, there is no. Okay. So let me try. Show. I just want to give the public IP address. Ethernet 1. I need to restart this controller. Then only it is going to come in effect. Okay, so let me restart. Okay, so it will take a little bit time. Meanwhile, I'll do other configurations. Okay, so what I'm trying to do that because I'm the LAN, so I don't want to take GUI access from this PC. It will give the nice view on my direct browser. You guys have to do always from this PC. What I did yesterday class. So same way you have to take all configuration because I'm in the LAN, so I can do that directly. So this underlay connectivity is fine. Let's wait. Now I have to do the same thing for this particular VH3, VH4, VH1, VH2. So very first thing what I'll do that, I will go and configure these all interfaces one by one. So it's going to be very easy. So I will go here and now for the VH4, 0 by 2 I have, okay? So 0 by 2, I will go and I will give the IP address. This is going to be 4.1. Okay, 255, 255, 255.0, and I'll put no shut. So this interface I configure. Similarly, I need to configure, let's suppose this one done, this one 0 by 3. This is going to be 192 1.1.1. So 0 by 3. So 0 by 3. Okay, no shut. This is also done. Okay, now we have to configure 0 by 4. This is going to be your 192.168.2.1. So I will go here 0 by 4. This is going to be 2.1. No shut. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This not connecting any 0 by 5. So this is it is going to be 11.1. Okay, do right. No other configuration required. Just I did the point-to-point configuration. So let me go here and I will show you show IP interface brief and see all IP assignment I have done. And what else? I just have one static route here. See, this is static route I have. What next, guys? So whatever the configuration I have done here, okay, you go here, show run VPN 0. I need to replicate the same configuration to other VH routers. So I'll just copy it. I'll make one of this script and it is going to minimize my work. So I will go here and create one of the script here. And this script doesn't require, okay, this all configuration, default configuration. This is also default configurations. So only we have to modify these changes, okay? So if I want to configure VH4, so for VH4, I need to go and do the configurations. Admin, password admin.
Sir, is there any requirement to change the color, sir?
Color will do change for this transport. Color is going to be same for this transport for all location, public internet. If I
Okay,
want
sir.
to make that color changes, that is also possible, but generally we take the uniform color for the one transport. So because we are using the public internet, it is going to use the public internet for the all configurations. Okay. So what I can do that now, I will just go and configure this interface. So this is going to be 4.4. So the interface ID is G0/0, but this interface is going to 4.4. Okay. Tunnel interface, encapsulations, everything is going to be same. Allow services. Next stop is going to be 4.1. This only going to be changed. I'll copy it. And after that, I'll go on this particular VH config T, and it is going to be pasted here. Now done and commit. Once you do the commit, you verify the connectivity. Let's first ping the 192.1.4.1. It's reachable or not? It's reachable. Now let's verify like my 123.10.10.1 is reachable, not it's reachable. Now let's verify my vManage reachable. My vBond is reachable. vSmart is reachable. Now also my root C is reachable. So all good. We will do the underlay for the VH4 as well. Now we have to do the VH2 as well, VH1 as well. So let me go here. Admin, 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 admin. And if I go here again for the configuration, it is going to be same, everything. Let me go into topology. What I need to change it here, the IP is going to be 192.1.2. So this is going to be 1.2. And the next stop is going to be this one. The rest is going to be same. So I'll just copy it and I'll paste it here. So this is going to be same configuration. And let me verify. Do I have the under reachability with the controllers? Yes. We manage, we bond, we smart, and root CL. All good. The last one we have this one. Okay, admin, admin, and I will change the password. And in this case, I'll go in the configuration, and the everything is going to be same. This is going to be 2.2, and this is going to be 2.1. That's all. Copy and paste. This is done and commit. And if you go here and try to ping 123.10.10.10, it should be reachable. 11, it's also reachable. 12, it is also reachable. 13, it's also reachable. So now we'll do this VANage later. Okay. We'll do separate onboarding because the complete configuration is going to be different. And this is connected with a single transport. So we'll do onboarding later on. But now we have to onboard 4 branches. VH must 4 VH, VH3, VH4, 1 and 2 on the SD-WAN fabric. So let me see if this is now okay. We manage. Okay, so admin, and let me run the command show interface tab. We must have the now interfaces. Yes, we have the interfaces. So if I want to get the direct IP address on this interface, because I'm in the lab, so I can directly get the IP address. You guys not required it. So I can connect via the VPN 0 or management VPN. Both option I have available for this particular interface. So let me go on the VPN 512. Okay. And I will go and configure interface ETH2. And I will make IP DSCP client and no shut. Commit. It will take automatic IP address. Let me show you. So I make DSCP because this cloud have the DSCP enable features. So if I go here, you see this is getting automatic IP address 252. So now if I go and check from my LAN, it should be reachable. Paste it here. Say it is reachable. So if it is reachable, I can just go in my browser HTTPS 252. See, I can directly log in this vManage from my browser. You guys have to log in always from this PC. But I'm in the LAN, so I just want to give the nice look and feel locally. So you can see it here. So this dashboard have the vSmart, vBond, and the vManage. Clear? But we do not have any kind of the VH router. So very first thing, we have to make sure my VH have the proper valid certificate. If they not have the valid certificate, they will never going to authenticate by the vBond. And if it is not going to authenticate by vBond, it will never going to join the vManage fabric, and it will never form the control tunnel with the vSmart, never going to get the routing, and it also not going to form the BFD tunnel and IPsec tunnel. If you run in this router any command, show IPsec outbound connection, nothing we have. Show IPsec inbound connection, nothing we have. So we have to just create everything from scratch. Okay. So prerequisite was underlay. Now let's do the same configuration, what I have done for the certification part. So we are in the root CA. Okay. I need to copy the certificate. So you have to follow the same step. Once you've done this reachability and all, you have to go and make sure it's a pingable. We done this testing. We have to go in the vShell and copy this particular certificate. Same command is going to there under the vShell. So go all VH routers like VS3, go in the vShell. Copy this certificate. ls-l. See your certificate is there. pki.ca. You go in the VH4 also. vShell. ls-l. There is no certificate, but you run this command ls-l. And you guys have to follow the exact process, what I'm doing it. Okay. Exact process means you just bring the underlay connectivity first. Once you build the underlay connectivity, you just first make sure your certificate should be copied. That's the prerequisite. Okay. Doing any other step like doing any other configuration, system-wise configuration, any other configuration. No, you don't have to do that. First, you complete certification part, then you have to do that. Else, sometime it's going to throw an error. We shall copy ls-l. This certificate has been copied. Go in the vShell ls-l. This certificate has been copied. Exit. Now you have to install this certificate. So you just run this command request root search and install and home directory this certificate PKI file. So you just install it. Go in the VH4 as well and install it. Sorry, VH1, VH4 now. Install it. And this is the VH3 as well. This is also install it. So my certificate has been installed. What next? Next is you have to generate the CSR. So right now, because we are doing everything manually, so we have to generate CSR here. But if you have the real SD-WAN, like you have sync the Cisco Smart account, so your inventory is going to be there. All inventory is going to be there. You go in devices, you're going to find these devices. So you just have to activate the chassis. Nothing more than that. Means whatever device you have, you just have to activate the chassis. Let me see if I have the vManage running. Real one, I can show you. No, we don't have this one. Let me try to show you how it is going to look like. Okay. What is the password? Okay. So show interface tab. I want to see the IP address. It's 19. Okay. So this vManage IP is 19. This is a real vManage. Okay. Even that's what doing that's also real, but this is more about the productions. So you can see this is the Catalyst SD-WAN, and this SD-WAN is Cisco SD-WAN. So as I mentioned that even the syllabus is not changed, still working on the vManage mode, but here you are going to find the different kind of the devices with a different name, because it is going to use validator controllers like that. So look and feel is little bit changed, like OS is changed, so look and feel is going to be changed. So I will just ignore it. You see here, we have the complete different look and feel for this latest vManage, whatever we have. And total, how many VHs? Total 12 VHs. Right now, they are like unlocked, not locked. And the same thing, what I showed from the smart portal. And if you go here and just click on this and you go to devices, you'll see we have the vManage, we have the certificate, and there is a vManage. There is serial number, right? And here is the licensing. Licensing is not available. Whatever the V edges we have, they have the serial numbers available because they just sync with the your cloud. Whatever the cloud we have, that is the PNP portal. This is a smart account. So in case if I want to go, let me go in the configurations. And if I go into devices here, if I want to activate the VHH, because it's all sync, so I just go and activate. Means you just have to copy, delete, and there is a activate. You just go and activate the VHS by using their serial number. Okay, so there is a command request VH activation CLI activation command CLI activation command. This is going to be command. Let me show you. Request software activate. Okay. Now this is software. There is a VH, right? VH cloud. Okay. Activate. And you have to give the chassis number. So let's suppose I want to activate this particular VH. So I need to copy this chassis number. I just copy this chassis number. You can see the chassis number is there. And you have to just paste it here. That's all. It is going to be just you press the enter. It is going to be you have to type the chassis number. Sorry, you have to type the chassis number, and then you have to put the chassis number. And then once you activate, it is going to be activated. And token is also going to be there. One token is going to be there here. So you can find the tokens as well. Right now, token is not showing, but we are going to find in section of certificate. Hold on, let me show you the certificate. This is the serial token number. So you just have to put this token number after that. So this is going to be activated. You just put it this command. So this thing you have to just done. Nothing more than that. After that, it is going to be automatic activated. Means you have to sync. Again, I'm repeating, you have to sync your just smart account. Your VH list is going to be there. It will come with the chassis number and serial token number. So you don't have to do any certification at all. No CSR needed, nothing needed. If you want to do that, you just go on the device. Your underlay should be reachable. Just underlay should be reachable. Once you have the underlay reachability, you just run this command request VH cloud activate chassis number. Chassis number will going to get from here and token number, and then after it is going to activate it. Clear?
Sir, but we have to copy that pk.ca file from TFTP root CN, sir.
No. If that is going to be production, like this deployment, which I'm talking, even PKI file is not going to require for the VHL. That step is going to be completely removed. Just build the underlay and then this command. That's it. It is going to
Sorry. So after this, executing this command, normally how much time it takes?
microseconds.
Oh, so it's an immediate effect, huh?
Immediate. Just you hit, it's done. It's not going to take a lot of time. Just less than 1 seconds. Okay. So let me back it here. But now, because we're in the lab, you guys have to activate. So this is going to be activated in the different. Okay. So I want to just, okay, hope it's not activated. Let me do one thing. All right, let me check. Let's go on the VH. So certificate has been installed, right? I will install the same certificate to this VH4 as well. It's done. VH1. Okay, it's already done, right? So this is done. VH2 also done. What next? Once we're done with the certification part, we have to generate the CSR. And this CSR is need to be signed by my root CS. So we can generate CSR via the CLI here. Because this is not showing, the list is not showing here. If you go in the certificate, you're not showing any WAN devices here. Because it will only show if you have the, might be sync the smart portal, or you can upload the WAN list from here. And if you go for the upload, you have to download the sample file. Let me tell you how you can upload that. So you are going to be, let me open in serial format. Hold on. We manage sample one. Okay, we manage. Give 1 minute, guys. Okay. Let me go and download. Okay. So let me open in the Excel file. Okay. I got it. So insert, you can go here and you can just put here chassis number. Okay. And certificate serial number. If you have that, you can just upload it. Mandatory chassis number, product ID, and the product ID certificate serial number, mandatory. But we don't have these all. So we have to generate everything manually. So we cannot upload it. So there is two way. You can direct sync the account. It will automatically bring your inventory here. Or you just upload via the manual process. Clear till here, everyone clear? So I'm going to generate CSR for the manually. I
Sir,
hope
once it's synced,
yes, Ramesh, please
sir,
go.
once it's synced with the account, we can generate, sir, CSR file.
No, if you're syncing the account, you don't need to generate. You just have to activate because you'll get na serial number, chassis number, token number. Everything is good. You just have to activate. Nothing more than that.
Okay,
One
sir.
line command. You just have to run the activate command, and this is going to activate.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So now, if I go here and where I was here, so let me generate the CSR, and this was my. Let me close it. Close it. This is the VH. So I will just copy this command. I'll go in the VS3 and this is going to ask organization name. This is lab CSR generated. I'll go for the VH4 as well. Lab CSR generated. I'll go for this one also. Lab CSR generated. Okay. I'll paste it here. I'll go lab CSR generated. So this all CSR generated. If you want to see the CSR file, you have to go in directory and see that vshell, and you will go more csr.txt. It is going to show you the CSR file. So go in the vshell, any ls-l. You're going to find this CSR text file has been generated. So if you want to see this, what is the content in the CSR? You just paste it. This is a CSR content we have, and you go for there also. Sorry, more. Let me copy. Okay. So this is CSR for the VH1. Go for the VH. All CSR is going to be different. This CSR for this VH3. This is for the VH3, and that was the VH4. If you compare last digit, this is the RP, this is the FZ, this is the AT, and this is the GY. So every CSR have the different values. They are not same. So now we have the all four CSR. I need to get the final certificate based on the CSR from the root CA. So how I can get that? You just have to go in the root CA now, and you have to run this command. Crypto PKI, this one. Copy it and paste it. And once you're done, just go here and paste it. Sometime if it is not pasting, okay? If you're trying to paste, listen carefully. If you're trying to paste and your paste is not working for some reason, so what you have to do that? I will tell that. Hold on first. So you can see this has been done. It will generate your granted certificate. Wait for a while. It should be very fast, not slow. Yeah. Okay, so we have the granted certificate. This is my granted certificate. So now I have to copy this granted certificate and paste it in the my VS device, but it is not going to directly copy paste. Means we have to use the Linux command. And what is that Linux command? You just have to go there, and this command you have to copy. Cat, this is the basically Linux command, and you have to put the cert.txt file under the V shell. So you just go in the VS3 because we generated the VS3 already. We are in the V shell mode. Put it here, and now copy this certificate carefully. And in case you are trying to copy and might be copy is not happening, so I will tell the workaround. Now it's done, and you go in the ls-l. This is my certificate. After that, you have to install this certificate. Once you have the certificate, you have to install the certificate. Then you're going to get the serial number and chassis number. So I will exit from here and I will install this certificate. This certificate has been installed, right? And now you run the command show certificate serial number. You're going to get this certificate chassis number and serial number. This is a token number. This is the important thing you require. Now you need to follow this command. Okay. You go here, paste it. And after pasting, you have to change the chassis number value and certificate serial number value. So serial number is 5. So I will go and change with the 5, and chassis number I will copy from here and I will put here. This is my serial number. So this is for the VH3. Okay. So I just keep it here. Similarly, I need to generate for the all devices. I required chassis number and serial number. So let's do for the VH4 as well. So we have the CSR file, right? I need to get this signed by my root CA. So I have to go and run this command again, this one, and paste it. Now, once you press enter, and let's suppose your copy paste is not working. For some reason, you're trying to copy paste, not working. So you have to use the Control-Shift-Alt. You have to press Control-Shift-Alt. And you have to go text input. And here you can just see the small window. You see? So what you have to do that, you just copy this entire CSR. If your some region browser is copy paste is throwing error, sometime it's happened. So you just copy this from here, go in the root CA, go in the small window, just below small window, see, and paste by this way. So your paste is going to work. And then just hit 2-time enter. It will generate your granted certificate. Now, once we have the granted certificate again, you go in the Linux mode. How? You just go here, certificate. Now I want to do in the VH4. I will paste, and then again I will just run the command Control-Shift-Alt, text input, and I will paste from here if my copy paste is not working. So I will go here, copy this granted certificate, and I will paste in the small window, just below one small window. Okay. And if I want to get out, Control-Shift-Alt again and none. And enter. ls -l. And now you just exit from here. You have to install this certificate. So to install this certificate, again, we have this command. And then we'll get the serial number of this particular edge router as well. Done. And show certificate serial number. This time we have the 6, and so I will copy this again. Copy, paste. The next one is 6, and I will need to replace the chassis number. So I will go here and replace the chassis number. Okay, so this is my VH4. All right. So if you want to write, no need to write, we know that we generated the VH3 and this is VH4. Now I'll go for the next one. Next one is my VH1. So already CSR I have. I'll go again my root CA, and I will just copy this command again, and I will paste it here. What I'll do, I will go here and I will copy the certificate carefully without missing any dots. And I will paste from this window. Done and done. We'll get the granted certificate. This granted certificate need to copy via the Linux command. So what was the Linux command? This was the Linux command. This one. So I will paste it here, and then I will just copy the certificate. I'm doing directly copy paste. In case you're not working, you just have to follow the same step which I just explained. Done. ls -l. You have the certificate. Now you have to install its certificate. To install the certificate, you have to run this command. We exit from there and just run this. And now you run the command show certificate serial. Now it's a 7. So let me copy it. You see, it's increasing the 1 by 1 number, series wise 7, and chassis number also totally different. Unique chassis number also. So I will just go here and paste it here. Done. Now I have to do for the VH2 as well. So VH2 already I have CSR. I just need to follow this crypto command. I will paste it here. I will give the certificate. And I will go here. I will enter. I will get the granted certificate. After that, I will just again copy by the cat command, the same command. This is the cat Linux based command. I will paste it here. I will get the certificate, final certificate from this device. I will paste it from here. Done. ls minus L. It's done. I will simply install this certificate. And the command was request certificate install home directory and the file name. Done. And then you run the command show certificate serial number. It will show the new serial number 8. So this is going to be my again new entry. And now I'll change this chassis number. Okay, so now we have the all certificate, right? And this certificate and serial number, because we are doing everything manually. So I have to tell my VH, not VH, I need to tell my bond and the vManage so they can authenticate the devices. If it was automatically synced with the vSmart or manually uploaded, then vManage already going to be synced with the vBond directly, but now we have to add it manually. So I'll copy this all four together and I will just go in the first vBond and I will just let them know these are the authorized edge which might be come to you for the control connections. And also I'll tell to the vManage as well. Okay, and if you want to tell to vSmart, you can do that. And if you don't want to do that, once you onboard them, you have to run this command. Go to the GUI certificate, send to the controller. This will also do your all job. So we'll do this one. I will not add in the vSmart right now. If I want to add, I will proactively going to tell to the vSmart, these are the controller. If coming to you, just make the control connections. Now, I have done the certification and I inform my vBond, my manager, if anyone is going to come with this serial number and certificate, just authenticate because they are going to belong to same fabric because certificate was issued by the same root CA. Now, let me check. Do you have the control connections? No, still no control connections, any of the edges. So what is the bare minimum configuration required? Anyone tell me? To make the control.
vBond IP system ID,
organization.
site ID.
5 tuples.
5 tuples, system-wise configurations. That is the bare minimum configuration we required. Then it is going to be bring the connections. Okay, so nothing we have. So first I'll go here and go in the system, right? Site ID is going to be 3, right? And system IP is going to be, this must be 10301. 10301. Organization name is going to be lab. Host name is going to be my VH3. What else missing, guys? vBond. Right? 123.10.10.11. This is a bare minimum configuration. I'll go and I'll commit. I'll commit, okay? And I will just change the value 4. This is going to be 4.1. Side is going to be 4. Rest is going to be same. I'll just copy this and paste to the my VH4 as well. Okay, this is done. The VH1, right? This is going to be 200. Sorry. This is going to be 11, right? This is going to be 200.01. See, this is the 200.01 system IP. Okay. Side is going to be 200. So I'll copy it here. And I'll go in the VH here and I will paste it.
Sir, could you please show any one device to make control connection from CLS instead of?
Wait. Also, wait. Let me just first complete the configuration, system wise for all.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Just 1 second, okay? Let me complete this last one, then I'll show you. 2. This is going to be 2, and the same is going to be here. Commit, done. Now, let's go in the VH3, okay? And try to run the command show control connections. See, it's formed the control connections. You guys able to see that? We have the control connections. You can see, and these control connections are built with the vBond and the vManage. Clear? There is no control connection with the vSmart. Although it's supposed to build, but vSmart still don't know about these particular edge routers because we not added manually. So if I go here also, show control connections, you'll see this also up and up. You go here, show connections, it is also showing up and up. Show control connections. So everything happens. If you go in the vManage now, you're probably going to find 4 VHs are onboarded. Make sense? We onboarded all 4 VHs, and these are the site ID, these all things. And if you go and check the real-time things, I'll show you later. It is going to show the real-time, the any kind of troubleshooting you want to do that, you can do that. But now we have the all 4 VHs are onboarded. This is the VHs. You click on the any third 3 button, you want to see the running configuration also. It is going to show the current running configuration of the VHs, whatever the configuration we have done. So now we have done it. But are they going to form any kind of the OMP tunnel, any kind of the control connection with the vSmart? The answer is no. That is not forming right now. Let me show you. If I go in the VH, show OMP peer, there is nothing. Show BFD session, it is nothing, right? Show IPsec outbound connections, nothing. So how they're going to form the IPsec tunnel, how they're going to form the BFD tunnel, how they're going to form the OMP tunnel. So very first thing, to build these tunnels, IPsec, especially your TLOC must be exchanged. And who is responsible to exchange the TLOC? Any idea? How TLOC is going to be exchanged?
VHS.
vManage.
Sir, the
vSmart. vSmart is going to responsible to exchange any TLOCs informations. Because next hop reachability is going to done by the vSmart only. So if you're running any command here, IPsec, it is not forming. Do we require any IPsec manual configuration? No, nothing required. It should be automatically. BFD, it should be automatically. But nothing we are having right now. And why it is nothing? Because the vSmart is still not live. It's live, but not forming the control connection. So there's 2 ways. I can just add manually these all things. It is going to form the your OMP peer, or I can just go in the GUI and I have to send the informations. So in GUI, go in the certificate and send to the controller. Once you click send to the controller, this VH serial number, chassis number, that all is going to update to the controller. That is a vSmart. And then after it is going to form the control connections. Wait for a while. Done. And if I go here, devices, and now you see, if I go here, and now I'll try to see the control connections again. Here we have the vSmart also come online, and go here also, check the control connections. vSmart also online here. Go here, check again control connections. vSmart still not there, right? It will come eventually. It will take a little bit time. vSmart is there. So only VH1 having some problem. So we'll see later on what is the problem. Yeah, now it's also come up. So it was taking some time. So all my vSmart control connection also come up. Now let's back to the again VH3 and run the command show OMP peer. Once we have the control connection, my OMP peer will also come up. See, but there is no route coming. Okay, if you go here also show OMP peer, it is going to show you. If you go here also show OMP peer, so everyone from the OMP peer as well. Right now, let me run the IPsec command now. Show IPsec outbound connections. See, it's from the IPsec connections as well. Array it was not there. So you have to very careful. If your IPsec is not forming, that means something is wrong, right? TLOC's not getting exchanged. I will show you how TLOC is going to come. And also you run the command show BFD session that is going to be formed. But you see some BFDs are down. One BFD might be this VH1 is getting some issue. So we'll troubleshoot later, but it is forming the BFD tunnel as well. You go here and run the command show IPsec. Outbound connections, fine. If you run the inbound connections, it's fine. And also you run the show BFD session. It is also fine. And same for the VH1. It's only two showing because it's one connected down and show BFD session. So now it's very much clear. We have the everything in place. But have I done any IPsec configuration, guys? Any VFD configuration? Manually? No, right?
No.
So only I define the encapsulation type, but IPsec is getting built. How? Because if you see here, this configuration is by default available here. IP security. So they know what is authentication type, HMAC, IPsec security. So the predefined, they have the configuration, and BFD is also going to be used predefined. There's no BFD command configuration here, nothing related to BFD. You can see nothing related to BFD, but this is the property of the SD-WAN. It is automatically going to form the VFD tunnel inside of the IPsec tunnel. But IPsec, you're going to find the default configuration here. OMP also, you can see there is a default configuration of OMP. I haven't done any configuration, but OMP is also going to form. Now I was talking TLOC routes. Show OMP TLOC. You can received TLOC received details. How many TLOCs this VA should receive? Maybe you're not going to guess, but let me show you. Let me remove the details command. So it is going to give the nice feature. Okay. See, so this TLOC, from where it is coming? This is coming from the OMP. So there is two route. One is a TLOC route and one is the V route. And we have to understand what is the V route and what is the TLOC route. So the route which is coming here, that is a TLOC route. TLOC is having 3 parameters. We discussed now. We have to receive a TLOC route. And this TLOC have the 3 parameters. One is the system IP. One is the encapsulations, 3 tuples, and the last one is the color. So are we receiving? So this TLOC IP is equal to system IP. So this all is going to be a system IP. Color, you can see this is the 4 color. Okay. And this is the encapsulation. So this is your TLOC complete. Clear? So this TLOC, what happened? There is a 4 branch and 4 branch having the 4 transport. So we have the 4 TLOCs. And this is the, you can see this is my local T-lock because it's 000. But the remote T-lock, who is sending? What is this IP address? Can you guess what is this IP address? Anyone?
Next operator.
No.
vSmart.
vSmart.
vSmart system IP address. Okay. So this T-lock I'm receiving from vSmart. And vSmart, how it is going to send? Via OMP. Clear? So if I'm running the command OMP peer, you can see here, show OMP peer. This OMP peer showing no route received. See, no route received, no route installed, no route sent. But this is the route coming. So this is something different route. Here, whatever route you're going to get, this is known as the V route or your service VPN route. Okay, LAN route. So you're going to get from here. And how it is going to get from here, I will show you. But the route you receiving under T-lock, that is your T-lock route, that is coming from the remote. CIR means this is best route. CIR is chosen, I is equal to install, and R is equal to resolve. This is going to be best route. And public IP. What is the remote public IP? So this is my VH3 public IP address, this is VH4 public IP address, VH1 public IP address, VH2 public IP address. Private and public same, and the port number they're using. And you can see this BFD session is showing one of the down, right? This one only down. I need to restart the router. It is going to solve the problem. Is it clear? Are we aligned with the concept what I explained? The T-lock concept? Any questions till here, guys? Or shall we move next step?
Can we again quickly summarize?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Na? It's a OMP T-lock only, right? So I'm receiving a T-lock for the different branches. But first one, my local T-lock, that is a redistributed. But remote T-locks are coming from the vSmart. So vSmart sending the all T-lock information. So OMP must be formed to receive the T-locks. That simple. If there is no T-lock, they not have the next hop reachability, they will not form the IPsec tunnel. And IPsec is going to be your data tunnel. All right, so I'm just assuming everyone understand, no question, no clarification. So let me move the next step. Now these 4 branches has been successfully onboarded via the public internet. Now we have to onboard these branches via the MPLS as well. So let me first create the MPLS onboarding as well, and then we'll move to the further step. So MPLS onboarding is going to be very quick because we just have to make the transport under eligibility certification already done. Only we need to done certification for the VH5. So I will go here, router, and host name, I will do that. Let me stop this recording here, okay? Recorders. Host name is going to be MPLS. Okay. And do show IP interface brief. So there is no IP assignment. So I will quickly do the IP assignment. Gig 0 by 0, I will configure 172.168.15.1, 0 by 3. So I will go here, gig 0 by 3, IP address 172.31. No shut. Now I will go for the 0 by 2. This is going to be 14.1. Okay. So I will do the similar way, 0 by 2, 14.1. Okay. I will go 0 by 4, 12.1. Okay. So let me go 0 by 4, 12.1. I will go for 0 by 5, 11.1. No shit. And 0 by 6. 0 by 6 is going to be your 111. Okay. Let me make 11 this one as well. So I will use this 11 this one as well. No, we already used the 11 for this one, no? So I need to make 111 only. Sorry. We cannot configure 2 times 11. Okay. So, okay, ठीक है. 172, 31, 111 because 11 already I used here. 0 by 6. Oh shit. Where is it done? What next? Okay, this one 0 by 0. Also need to configure 0 by 0. 0 by 0. 13, I believe, right? Yeah, 13.1. No shit. Okay, so I have done this and do show IP interface brief. If I run this command, I assign the IP address and do right. This is done. What next, guys? After this, we have to configure BGP because we have to first make the under reachability, then we have to build the BGP. So let me configure this point to point first. I'll go on DC switch as well. Oh, I forgot one link configuration. This one also need to be configured. Gig 0 by 1 as well. Let me complete this one as well. Gig 0 by 1. And this is going to be 20.1. Okay, right. Now I'll go on DC switch. Under DC switch, I'll go here, config T, interface, gig 1 by 1. Gig 1 by 1, no switch port, and I will define the IP address 172.31.20.2. No shit. And let me ping. I will try to ping. So it is reachable. We are good. Now we're done. I'll back to the VH5 as well. And on the VH5, we have to assign the IP address and we'll try to ping this IP address. So we have the point-to-point reachability. Admin, admin, password admin, admin, config T, VPN 0. Interface is going to be my G0 by 1. And IP address is going to be 172.31.15.5/24. No shit. Tunnel interface allow services all encapsulation IPsec. Color we are going to use the MPLS this time because this is the MPLS transport. And commit. That's all. I will use this configuration to copy paste to other edges as well. So let me use this. Now I need to remove these all configurations. No needed. And yes, we have to change the IP address and all. But let me first ping the IP address. .1 should be reachable. Yes, it is reachable. So now we have the reachability to my MPLS router. So what I have to do that I have to form the BGP neighbors between the router because I want to make the MPLS. So I'll configure BGP between this. This is going to be my one eBGP because this is the AS100 and this is going to be 65005. Another eBGP is going to be, this is the 6500 and this is going to form with the 100 AS number. So two eBGP session need to be bring here. So let me do that. How it is going to happen? I will go on the VH5. I'll do later on this one. Let me first do on the DC switch first. So it is going to be router BGP and 65. This is my AS number 6500 and neighbor is going to be this one. And remote AS is going to be 100. And also we have to make the reachability. So I need to advertise this network under the BGP. So it is going to reach by the MPLS network as well. And it is going to reach to the VH5. Yeah, because end of the day, we have to form the end-to-end connectivity. So I'm assuming everyone have this understanding how to advertise the BGP route. Okay. So because we are doing the SD-WAN, so I'm assuming you guys have this knowledge. So this is eBGP and here's the configuration. Normal router configuration. You go here and you're going to find this configuration. That's it. BGP, router BGP, network. I'm advertising my connected network. It is already available in routing table and the neighbor as well. After that, what next step? The next step, I'll go in the MPLS router and I will go here router. BGP AS number is 100 and neighbor is going to be my .2 and remote AS is going to be 6500. That's all. And you'll see after some time, the neighborship is going to form. Wait for a while. Yep. So you see show IP BGP summary. You have the neighborship and you start receiving one prefix. If you check do show IP BGP, you are going to get this prefix 123 start coming. So now you make the BGP between these two and BGP prefix start coming to router. Now I have to make the BGP with this particular neighbor as well. So I will go here and put the neighbor. And this time neighbor is going to be 172.31.15.5 and remote AS is going to be different. 65005. Okay. And just to write. That's all. Make sure you write the configuration. Else once it is going to reboot, you're going to lose the configuration. So if you go here, show run section BGP, you're going to get this configuration. Very easy. Now, how I can build the configuration on the, you see, show IP BGP summary. It's normal. One BGP is down, idle state, one is the up. That is a DC switch. So we have to make the BGP up with the VH5 as well on the VH router. So how I can do that? I need to go in the VPN 0. Okay, BGP is configuring in the WAN transport. So I need to go in the VPN 0. And after going in the VPN 0, I need to configure router BGP and my on AS number 65005. Okay. And then I will give the neighbor. What is my neighbor? That is 172.31.15.1. And what is my remote AS? That is 100. Most important. After this, you need to advertise your connected subnet so you can ping. Even I commit it here. Now you can see one more interesting thing. This is saying that earlier I told about this concept, system IP. System IP is going to use for the BGP router ID as well by default. And if there is no system IP and you are trying to configure the OSP in BGP in SD-WAN, you have to give the manual system IP. And the same error I'm getting here. It's saying that system IP or router ID must be configured. So because I don't have the system IP, it's throwing an error. So I need to configure the system IP for this one. And then I'll commit only. And it will take the same system IP. Let me show you. So I'll go here, I'll exit, and I'll come in the system. System IP 10.5.0.1. And then after commit is going to happen. Yeah, this is fine. And if I commit, the commit is going to happen. Now it's done. If there is no system IP, it is going to throw an error. So here is a configuration, show run VPN 0. You see, this is router BGP configuration, and this is all. But if I just run the command show BGP summary, you see your BGP has been established, and you run the command show IP route, you start getting this subnet. But if I try to ping, it is not going to ping. Anyone know the reason why it is not pinging? Probably I told while explaining, but why it is not pinging? We have receiving the route. But what is the reason? Any guess? Come on, guys. Any guess?
VPN, right? In the VPN, I believe we are kind of
pinging. We are receiving the route for controller subnet, but it's not pinging.
yeah, it's in the VPN, right? So
no, VPN is there, no?
Right.
Advertise.
I think a reverse route.
Yes, that's the correct answer. So what is the by default source it is taking? It's a WAN interface IP, right?
Yeah, man.
And when this packet is reaching to this DC switch, does this DC switch know about this WAN's IP? The answer is no. If you run the command show IP route and 172.31.15.5, there's no route available. So we have to advertise this WAN IP on the BGP. Then only it is going to make the connectivity. We have the we are receiving the path, but we are not advertising our source to reach to the actual BGP peers remote end as well. So I'll go here and I will just put VPN 0 router BGP 65005 address family IPv4 unicast network. A network my connected subnet. And commit. Done. And this is the final configuration. BGP. Let me copy this as well. I need to replicate the same configuration with all routers. So now if I just check it on my DC switch, this must be there. See, this must be there. It's a start coming. Now if I just try to ping again, it should ping well. So now my controller reachability is fine. If you go and reach that, so we can do the certifications. So now I have to go in the V shell and I have to copy the TFTP -G -R PKI .ca 123.10.10.13 ls -l. This is done. Then we have to just do the all work. Like we have to install the certificate and generate the CSR. So I will copy this command. I'll go here, paste it, and I will go here, request CSR, and I will generate the CSR request, lab CSR generated, go in the V shell, more csr.txt. This is done. After that, I get this sign via the root CA. So I can get this command. And I'll go this. You just copy in the small window. This is done, and you just have to go and copy the certificate on the VH5. Here's my certificate. This is done. ls-l. It is done. Now I have to install the certificate. That's all. Last step, and I'll get the certificate serial number and JCID. I will done, and I'll run the command show certificate serial number. We are going to get the certificate serial number. I will just copy it, paste it 9, and this is my serial. This is going to my serial number. I will paste it here. Okay, I will copy it, and I will paste to the my remanage. I will paste to the my rebound. And if you want to paste vSmart directly, then you can do that also. Last time I was not doing from the vSmart, I did from the dashboard. But now it's all good. Only we did the 5-tuple configuration. System, site ID, that is a 5. Host name, that is going to be VH5. Okay. Organization name is going to be lab. Vboard is going to be 123.10.10.11. What is the last system IP, right? 10.50.1 and commit. Okay, done. And you'll see that show control connection. It is going to build the control connection. And this is the MPLS control connections. You see, we have the MPLS control connections. And you'll see that OMP are also going to be built because already I pasted the details. And you just see the so OMP TLOCks received. You're going to receive the TLOCks. Public internet and all. You can see multiple TLOCks start receiving. Now, if you go here on the VH dashboard, you're going to see VH1 is down. So in case it's getting down, just restart the devices. It will form that again control connections. So it is going to form the control connections very soon after restart. Okay, so now we done the MPLS onboarding. I'll summarize everything, but we just make the VH5 also onboard on the fabric. Now what I want to do that last segment, 15 minutes, and we'll close the session. I will enable the MPLS circuits for the all other location also. Right now, every locations we have a single transport, but these VS3 require the dual transport. So we not enable the MPLS right now. So to enable the MPLS, I need to configure the MPLS. So how? Because IP is there and we just have to enable. So already I built this script, this one. I need the BGP. So let me do quickly how it is going to configure. So BGP AS is going to be 3 for VS3. This is going to be 13. Neighbor is going to be 13.1. Remote AS is going to be same. This is going to be 13.3. Okay. Interface ID is going to be same. So this is my interface 0 by 1. IP I'm going to assign 172.31.13.3. Tunnel interface MPLS, no shutdown. Neighbor is going to be this one. And this is going to be configured. But I need to configure this neighbor MPLS side as well. Let me do that. Else it is not going to form the MPLS. So MPLS interface already I configured. I need to just configure the neighbors. So I will go here, config tree, do show run section, BGP, and I will just enable the MPLS configurations as well. So how many neighbors I need to? Neighbor is going to be 13.3 and remote AS is going to be 65003. Okay, that's fine. And 14.4 and this is going to be 4. Okay, for this one. Okay, and 11.2. Let me do that. 11.2 remote AS is going to be 650112 and 12.2. This is going to be last. This one done. It is going to be 111.6. Get to that. Or 111.2 and this is going to be 006. Okay, so we done it. This side BGP configuration I have done. Now I'll go on the every branch and I need to enable the BGP. It will done very quickly. Show run section BGP. Okay, so I'll go in the VS3 quickly and I will enable the BGP. Script is ready. So I will simply copy this script and I'll paste it here. Done and commit. And you'll see show BGP summary. The BGP is going to be come up after a while. Let me meanwhile prepare the script for the 4 side. This is going to be 4. This is going to be 14. This is going to be 14.1. This is going to be 14.4. Okay. Let me see. This is done. BGP has been established. Now let me configure this one for the my VH4. I'll go here, admin, config, and this is also done. Commit, done. Show BGP summary. Meanwhile, let me prepare the script. Now I'll go for the VH1. So VH1 is going to be my, hold on. 11, right? 11.1, 11.2, interface is same. Okay. Okay, this AS number is also going to be changed. It is going to be 1, 2. So I will copy it and paste on the VH1 as well. Sorry, config T, and I need to paste it. Done. Now I'll go and do for the VH2 as well. Everything is going to be same, just this need to be changed, this need to be changed, and this need to be changed. Remote is going to be same. I'll go copy it and I'll paste it here. And paste it. Commit. Done. Now let me show you. VH3, we have already BGP established. What about the VH4? It's also established. See here. What is the VH1? Show BGP summary. It's also established. What about the VH2? Show BGP. It's also established. And VH5 already have. So now if you'll see now on the VH3, you're going to find control connections is going to be the both transport. See, we have the MPLS plus public internet. VH4 also show control connections with the board transport. VH1 show control connections with the both transport. It's quite bigger. Let me make it smaller. And you're going to find the board transport. VH2 show control connections with the board transport. And you go for the VH5, just single transport control connections. Now we have to do more brainstorming from the next class where we have to do deep dive how to integrate the vantage and then how the route is going to be advertised from the OMP. And then we have to start doing the brainstorming, the BFD traffic, IPsec traffic, data traffic. Now it's done, guys. I believe we onboarded all the VHs, right? With the both transport. You can see here, they all are up and working. Both have the dual transport. BFD session, you can see the count, OMP are fine, control connection are okay. Everything is good. Any questions till now? Because next class is going to be very interesting. Don't miss anyone because we done the brain building, we build the underlay, we build the overlay, but still we have to integrate our actual LAN. And now when I go and start doing the actual LAN, then you're going to understand how actual traffic flow is going to be happen. How my routing is going to happen in very deeper side in CLI. And then after we'll move to the GUI configuration, template, feature template, device template, policies, advanced things is going to be come on the way. Any question? Are we good today?
You're good, sir.
All right. So just
I
recap.
have a question.
Yes, please.
Is there any possibility that we can see the LAN devices on the vManage, or because on the LAN side we may install Cisco AP suite or something? So do we have a possibility of observing them on the vManage?
LAN devices talking about?
Yeah, LAN device behind the edge router.
LAN devices is not going to show on the vManage. It is not going to show. Only your routers, managed router. These LAN devices are legacy LAN devices, so vManage not going to be onboard them. Only you're going to see all their WAN devices, controllers. That's all.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, what's your name?
Agmasi from Ethiopia.
Okay, Agmasi. Okay, thank you so much. All right.
Thank you.
All right, guys.
सर एक चीज पूछ रही है
Pankaj,
VManage के
just a
साथ सर
question,
एक
Pankaj.
कनेक्शन क्यों दिख रहा है
One by one. You go Pratik first.
सर ये VManage के साथ सिर्फ एक कंट्रोल कनेक्शन क्यों दिख रहा है क्योंकि जैसे
Okay, so that's a good question. Only one control connection is going to build with the vManage. The control connection is going to be the circuits was going to bring first time. Means you configure the very first time your public internet, it will going to be always there. If you want to make your MPLS is going to be primary control connection for the vManage, you can set the preference. I will show you how it is going to happen in the next class. There is a control connection preference with the vManage. You can set, or if I just make the circuit down, let me make down this uh, my internet. So it is automatically going to switch to the MPLS. It will take a little bit time, but it will automatically switch. See, now it on the MPLS.
Okay, fine, sir.
So it is by default the first configured circuit is going to be come as your primary. If you want to switch, give the priority. I will tell how it is going to happen. Yes, Safi, go ahead.
Pankaj, I think much I haven't received any material for practice, at least study material or something.
You are going to get
Our
the it's my commitment. Just reach to this support number. They will give you today only.
Oh, yeah, please do that.
Not let me write me. Let me give the. You just ping them. They
Okay,
will give
can
you
you,
all detail. Support
this number is that? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You just
Okay,
visit
thank
the
you.
unit. It will going to provide that all informations.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. See you. Wish you all the best. Happy weekend. See you in the next class. Be ready. Don't miss next class. Okay. It's my humble request. If you're going to miss, you're going to lose a lot of key things. So it's my request. Please be available in every class.